Efo Riro, that is tonight's recipe. It is a Nigerian vegetable soup. Shout out to my cuz Foom, who this is her favorite soup. I'm going to start doing shout outs to people who love certain things that I'm cooking. So I'm using collard greens. That's my favorite green to use for the soup because it has a nice body and a nice bite that it gives to the soup. Because it's a quite tough leaf, I cut out the center stem up to a certain point. I just run my knife through and snip out the part I don't want. An alternative is for you to use your kitchen shears, which will give you the exact same result. And then I give my greens a very nice wash and then blanch them, which is just me pouring hot water over the greens, letting them sit for a minute or the maximum 2, draining that hot water out and immediately running cold water over it to stop the cooking process because it's going to cook in the soup. So those are my greens being blanched. I love to eat the soup with rice, but you can eat it with your favorite morsel as well. I'm going to then run my cold water over it, like I said, and then just drain it and give it a nice rough chop because, like I said, I like the body and the bite. So I'm going to cut that pretty big. You can cut it smaller. I do cut it smaller sometimes, but today I just felt like big chunks. And so because this leaf is pretty long, I will turn that around and cut it again across just to give me smaller pieces. And then I'm done with cutting and I will show you the ingredients. As you know, my greens are prepared. You can use whatever greens you like, but this is my favorite one for the soup. There's a variety of meats in there. You can use whatever meat you have or like. There is no special requirement. I just like to mix up my meats in my Nigerian stews and soups. I have 1 cup of meat broth, 2 tablespoons of ground crayfish, 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder, and a tomato blend, which is 6 small Roma tomatoes, a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 1 large red bell pepper, 1 medium onion, and 1 large habanero. So I just rough blended that because you don't need it to be smooth. And then, like we do in all Nigerian soups and stews, I'm going to cook this down to remove some of the acidity of the tomatoes and to get thicker. So I'm just pouring my blend in my pot. I did not blend that with any water. And then I'm going to add my meat broth and let that cook for about 15 minutes, at which point it will look like this. As you can see, it doesn't have much water in it anymore. This is fine for me because my greens don't produce that much liquid while cooking. So I have added 1 cooking spoon of red palm oil along with my seasonings, my crayfish and my seasonal, and I just gave it a taste to make sure that it's not overly salted or that it's salted enough. And I'm going to go ahead and add my meats. Like I said, you can use whatever variety you like. I have some chicken, some goat meat, and liver and dried fish. So I'm going to add that so that the two can marinate and produce deliciousness for me. So that is what it looks like after about 5 minutes of loving one another. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my greens, and I'm going to cook that for another 5 minutes because I do not like to overcook my greens. I still want them looking green when I serve it. So I'll add that all, cover the pot, cook it for about 5 minutes, and lo and behold, before you know it, we have a delicious Efo Riro ready to serve with rice or whatever you want to eat it with. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Voila! Here is our dinner for tonight, Nigerian Efo Riro. Shout out to you, Foom. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time.